You've done your research and you think you have a good solution for your user's problem. However, until the solution is proven to work, there's a risk that it won't. Because you're making software for your users, not yourself, the best way to find out if your solution solves the problem is to test it with real people. You'll need a few supplies for taking notes: permanent markers and sticky notes, or a notepad and pen. You may also need a laptop or a mobile device if you're testing an interactive prototype. It's good to have a team of 2 people for usability testing. One person focuses on taking notes while the other asks the questions. First, decide what you want to learn from your test. You may be testing if users understand a particular feature, or if the copy on a marketing page communicates the right message. Just make sure to define the goals of your test up front so you can make sure each test session is consistent and valuable. Next, get your users in place. Try to test with actual customers or as close to actual customers as you can get. And don't give them spoilers for what they'll be testing. Give them just enough info so you know that they're the right users to test with. It can be helpful to get a research agency to recruit users for you based on a screener that you provide. You can also reach out through your own network. Once you have your users scheduled, determine a plan for how you're going to conduct the test to get the information you need. You can test with prototypes, high-fidelity mock-ups, actual software, or other tools, depending on what you'd like to learn. Write a script for your user interviews so that you can make sure to ask the same questions of each user and don't get off track. Think about places where users may struggle to complete a task in your software and make sure to test for those. Set up the testing room so that you can get the most out of the session. Make sure the chairs are arranged so that you can see what the user is doing. Mirroring their screen onto another screen can help you see what they're clicking, but being able to observe their face and body language is important too. Have another person in the room with you so that one of you can conduct the test and the other can take detailed notes. If there are others interested in observing research, set up a screen share so they can watch and listen in. Too many people in the testing room can make a user feel uncomfortable. When the session begins, explain to the user that it's about testing the product, not them. Let them know that you're looking for the places that they struggle or are confused so that those things can be fixed before launch. Don't let the user know your relationship to the product. If the user thinks they might hurt your feelings, they won't be as honest with their feedback. Ask them to think out loud so that you know what they're thinking as they use the prototype or software. The test moderator follows your script and asks the user to complete the task you've outlined. The note taker takes detailed notes on what the user is doing and saying, being sure to capture the places they struggle, the things they complete easily, what their reactions are, and any questions they ask. Also, capture direct quotes, which are helpful later on in remembering the person and not just their action. After you've completed your test sessions, get all of the observers together to organize your findings. This will allow you to gather insights from your research while the information is fresh in your minds. Discuss what worked well and what failed, as well as what you've learned about your users. Also, discuss possible improvements on how you conducted the research. There's always room to make things better. Repeat this process regularly. The more you test, the more you'll learn. Happy testing!